Peace and love, family. I bring you to another episode of Build or Destroy. I am your host, Born Allah L, and this is where we break away the rumors from the real, the facts from the fiction, the what is from the what it ain't. Because if you let a lie live long enough, it becomes the truth by default. You give it no resistance, it grows legs and starts running. So once again, if you let a lie live long enough, it becomes the truth. But before we get into subject matter, hit the like button. Hit that up. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. This will keep you abreast of all the new content dropping here on Firstborn Productions, Inc. Particularly today, Build or Destroy, where we do not do gossip. We do knowledge, wisdom, understanding, man, woman, child, sun, moon, stars. I'm going to repeat that. We do not do gossip. We do knowledge, wisdom, understanding, sun, moon, stars, man, woman, child. So once again, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. So without further ado, let's build. Have y'all been paying attention? Have y'all been paying attention? New York, big city of dreams. Everything in New York ain't always what it seems. It might look that way if you're coming from out of town, but right here, we get down. Yeah, New York, baby. It's getting crazy. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. This is the ill chess move that's going on right now in New York between Mayor Adams, Governor Kathy Hochul, and the good President Donald J. Trump. You talking about a shit show, for the lack of a better terminology? This is a shit show. But like I always told you, pardon self, pardon my language. I couldn't find a better word for that. Pardon self, pardon my language. But like I said, whatever happens here, gonna resonate there. So just because you ain't understanding all the schematics that I'm bringing to you coming live from New York, please believe the trickle-down theory. Understand shit rolls downhill. So whatever's happening here is going to trickle down. So you could be the first and be abreast of it. So you can probably circumvent some of the stuff I could not circumvent, because this the linchpin right here. This the linchpin. Meaning this the set off. This the starter pistol, baby. Build to destroy, we the starter pistol. Pop! Go. Fleece. We the starter pistol over here, baby. Okay? So I opened up the show saying the enemy of my enemy is my friend, which is an age-old war tactic. So let me bring this into relevance. HOCUL versus Trump. Let's leave Adams out right away. HOCUL versus Trump. See, Donald Trump is a native New Yorker who lived, grew his empire here, reaped all the benefits of being a native New Yorker, a strong, staunch businessman a no-nonsense attitude when it comes to brokering deals. He was cut with the fabric of New York. Kathy Hochul was the deputy governor during the time Andrew Cuomo resided as governor of New York. Andrew Cuomo got caught up in a scandal based on sexual harassment. He was ousted out of the governor's seat, and the seat was given to Kathy Hochul, governor of New York, current sitting governor. Stay with me. Stay with me. New York City, one of the biggest, if not the biggest city or most influential big city in the whole entire planet. We are the media capital of the world outside of where the trade market resides. So New York City is a powerhouse. Don't get it twisted. No matter where you're from, don't get it twisted. New York City is like that in New York. It's like that in New York. We running things. I'm running things. So the governor of New York, who had no resistance to the migrant crisis here in New York, particularly New York City, the 5 boroughs, because we would deem a refuge state, a safe haven state for those who are under immense pressure and scrutiny, was allowed to maybe migrate here under the law or under the statute of law. During this time, the governor Hochul said nothing, while New York City deteriorated. This was prior to President Trump's re-election for 2025. Meanwhile, without the proper backing of the governor, the mayor, which we'll get into in a minute, hands were tied, trying to figure out how to navigate through the crisis without proper backing from the government, federal as well as state, with busloads of migrants coming in by the hour, trying to figure out not only the homelessness, the crime crisis, and the migrant crisis, doubling down on that. So while fighting the homelessness, you send us more people who need homes. While fighting crime in the inner city, you send us jail full of criminal immigrants, possibly Venezuelan or from whoever or wherever, here to the good city of New York. And meanwhile, while this is going on, Governor Hochul said nothing. I call her Jigsaw. Jigsaw said nothing. God, why are you calling her Jigsaw? Did you see the movie Saw? Do you see the little puppet that rides around on a tricycle? Look at her and look at Jigsaw and tell me if I'm bugging or not. So Jigsaw said nothing. Meanwhile, we're going to get to Mayor Adams in a minute. Meanwhile, Mayor Adams was left holding the bag. Something my mother always said, don't let nobody leave you holding the bag. Don't get left holding the bag. Do you know what that means? It's not your shit, but when the popo roll is yours. Don't get caught holding the bag. Hot potato, man. Hot potato. Don't get caught holding the bag. So he had to eat craw during that time. Everybody looking at him like, what's going on? What's going on? Now, let's get into the fact that Donald Trump was not elected as of yet. But as soon as he was elected, his attention panned right to New York, saying, hey, what is going on there? You knew he was the guy who didn't or did want to put some control over the border. During his absence, New York was inundated, flooded, inundated with these migrants from Venezuela or wherever. There was a great migration and it ended in New York. This was like the highway to heaven, man. New York was heaven. We were inundated with the migration. So when Trump was elected, his focus went there immediately. And he went his focus on the place where it was being affected the most. New York City. While doing that, he panned his attention to Governor HOCUL. What were you doing during this time? During the Biden administration, what were you doing? You were allowing this to happen, but at the same time making Mayor Adams the face of it. So let's conclude that first battle. Trump versus HOCUL. Now let's move into Adams versus HOCUL. Mayor Adams, Nubian man, black man, born and raised in New York, Brooklyn, Jamaica, Queens. He knows the heartbeat of the city. He's a product of the inner city. He can look at a situation and decipher it immediately. He from the hood, for the lack of better terminology. He's from the hood. You don't think he know what's going on? So, with that being said, HOCUL never gave him the support and backing that he needed to run the city successfully. Why? Because he was not in their agenda. He was not in their agenda because there'd been a civil war going on in politics in New York and amongst the Caucasian. Did you hear what I said? If you didn't, you better rewind it. I ain't repeating it. But Mayor Adams was left holding the bag. So to circumvent that, he spoke out. Yo, I need help and support. What's going on out here? I ain't co-signing all these people coming through here using up resources and I gotta figure it out. I ain't getting no help from nobody. Donald J. Trump is now in office. So he might have said, yo, let me call the big dog, man, because this lady right above me, she trying to scapegoat me and I'm not having it. Watch this chess move. Watch this chess move. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Man, let me call the Donald to let them know they trying to railroad me. And I ain't really got no strength and I don't have no say-so in this matter. I ain't got no resources to do the way I want. You ever worked at a job and your immediate supervisor acting like a jerk to you? Making you out to be the worst employee there ever is? That will fly because remember, if you let the lie live, it's going to be the truth. That's going to fly until you say something and stop it. How do you stop it? You got to go above their head. Meaning you got to go to their supervisor and say, this is egregious what she's doing to me, he or she. I need you to look into it. I have no support in these duties that I need to fulfill. and she's scapegoating me and railroading me. You gotta put that out there, or you gonna be the face of it. So that's all that is. Stop thinking Mayor Adams ratting this person out, running up to Donald, kissing his ring. Stop saying that, bro. This is chess, not checkers. See, y'all don't know nothing about this. And above that, this is politics. And in New York, we the biggest city in the world, man. So real talk, it goes the President of the United States, then it goes the Mayor of New York. Straight cheese. Straight cheese. Why you think Cuomo want to come back to be the mayor? It's more influential. What mayors is Trump talking to now? What mayors in any city did Trump talk to? Zero. Zero. You don't think other people want to talk with Trump? You don't think it's a privilege to be able to sit down as a mayor and talk to Trump? What's wrong with y'all, man? Y'all is too emotional, man. And y'all fueled off of propaganda. Y'all fueled off of propaganda. Let me take you to a story you may know. You should know. And if you don't, let me bring you back to it. It's the story of Jesus of Nazareth. No disrespect to nobody, but you all should know the story or be abreast of it in some sort of way. Jesus of Nazareth. Jesus came and started teaching and healing and helping. Do you know what they called him? A heretic, a troublemaker, a rabble-rouser, an outlaw. Yeah, you're good. You're good God. The God you worship, Jesus, they call him a heretic, an outlaw, a troublemaker, a liar. That's why he was crucified, for those reasons. For those reasons. He didn't murder nobody. He didn't steal from nobody. Okay? So why was he crucified? I just named you the reasons why. And it was all based on propaganda. So don't let propaganda sway you. You got to have knowledge. I keep showing y'all how the sorcerer keep using different magic tricks on you, and you're not aware of what's going on. The sorcery is getting heavy, man, and it's used with propaganda. It's one of the sorcerer's tools. I'm not telling you who to believe, who to follow, who to do whatever with. I need you to use your powers of discernment and use the fact that propaganda could be being spun on you. Propaganda is being spun on you. You in a spiral. So when someone is doing that to you, you gotta let it be known that you're being railroaded. You gotta holler, 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 holler. So now it's up to HOCUL to either fire Adams or let him rock. Because once these federal charges is dropped, she got the power to say, yo, son, kick rocks. Now watch her chess move. She got up and said the other day, Donald Trump think he's the king. We haven't had a king in over 600-700 years. The hell of it's gonna happen now. Did you hear what this lady said? The hell of it happens now. This lady ain't said nothing during this whole crisis. Now, because elections is coming and she need to position herself in a certain way with different type of people, the hell of it ain't. That's what she's saying. She rebuking Donald Trump, man. Because you know why? They set up something called congested pricing in New York, and Donald Trump got on her ass about it. See how the war is going? Donald Trump got on her ass about it. And he had a big meeting the other day where she was summoned, maybe to Mar-a-Lago, but she was summoned to the meeting, And he want to know what happened with the migrant joint and all that. So when she got hit, she gonna hit Adams now. See, a hit dog will holler. So now her target is on Adams. This gonna be a shit show. But HOCUL better make the right choice because people in New York is upset about the migrants. So we not on board with no, leave them. We not all on board with that. So I know there's a section that is. And I could understand if your family is one of them and you could be, but let's be fair to all sides, bro. Let's be fair to everything, bro. Let's be fair to all sides, bro. If I need documents for everything I do, why don't you? Why can you move around undocumented? I'm indigenous here. And they putting all these statutes on the top of my head about things I need. And you could just come freely and get resources and do what you want? Bro, I'm not taking it personal. I'm just saying what's right and not right. Period. You think I could go somewhere else and just suck up resources, pause, and then be accepted as okay and people champion me on? No. They didn't build the fabric of what goes on here. Riding around on scooters, breaking the law with no helmet. How many tickets I got for no seatbelt and no helmet or something on my bike with a motorcycle or something while they ride around with their kids on the back? So now this lady talking about the hell it ain't. Well, let's give you a caveat right now. You out of touch with inner city New York. So you not the greatest candidate for the job. Leave Mayor Adams alone. He's an original New Yorker. Give him the resources to run New York City. Oh yeah, we're gonna put more people on the train at night. If you would have gave him money, he's an ex-cop. You don't think he know how to do that? You don't think he know how to do that? He does. He's an ex-NYPD, bro. He know all of the shits, man. He know where the angles are. You don't. You should have been caught. That show you not even open up correspondence with him to figure it out. You just leaving son on an island somewhere. So you know what he did? He went and got your enemy and befriended him. So stop saying he's kissing up on Donald Trump and sucking him off. Pause. Just stop saying that. He not. He playing chess. Something y'all might not know about or know how to do. You understand that? He playing chess, man, not checkers. Yo, man, like I said, man, I would be remiss if I don't touch on this as well, man. I want to salute ASAP Rocky for beating that case, man. I've been there before, bro. I've been on trial, man. Coming in every day, suited and booted, sitting down there, going through the situation and everything, going through the litigations. Bro, it takes a hell of an individual to stand strong, man. I did that. They offered me a deal. And I looked at my family and I said, I'm not going to take a deal. We're going to fight this, man. We're going all out. So when I saw that man acquitted of all charges, he flew into his wife's arms. If the jury was there, he flew over them into his wife's arms. I know that feeling, bro. When God just lift you up and move you over out of bullshit. Brother, I'm going to tell you this. Don't look back, brother. Keep going. Keep going, brother. You got a second chance at this. Leave all them clowns alone you've been dealing with. This is God's talking to you, brother. I've been there where you at, man. Go pop your bottles and all of that, man. But then get back to reality, bro, and understand you were spared from the bullshit. Fuck how weak the case was and all that, or whatever you thought. things happen, bro. You could have got jammed, but you stood on your square, brother. Salute to you. Before we conclude this show, you know I don't do gossip, but in different episodes, I'll leave editorial. So at the end of my show, I'm gonna leave a segment open for editorial. And within the editorial, I would like you to listen and comment back if you want to have any feedback or information, or if you have any references to what we talking about. Please feel free to share that information, or let's build together about it. Today, my editorial is about 50 Cent. I grew up with 50 Cent, same neighborhood. And I want to explain some things about the neighborhood, and particularly the character of the way we grew up, and the whole 9 yards. Mr. Curtis Jackson, I'm telling y'all right now, leave that man alone. Don't jump into the fray of whatever's going on with him. Whatever's going on with him with other people, mind your business. You don't know. Because you didn't grow up in this neighborhood. When we grew up, we cut different over here, man. This neighborhood, we cut different. There's certain things, morals, rules that we live by that y'all don't know nothing about. And particularly if you don't know the history of Curtis Jackson coming up, going through all the trials and tribulations that most of us go through in this neighborhood, South Jamaica, Queens. South side, we outside. Okay? You don't have a clue. Hassan Campbell, mind your business. You don't understand the intricate workings that go on in the politics that goes on out here in South Jamaica. I get it, man. You one of the Bronx's greatest thugs. I get it, bro. But you have no clue to how this shit goes. The politics here is so weird and strange, bro, because we all grew up like family. This ain't the Bronx where you don't even know the nigga on the next block. You don't even know the nigga on the second floor in your building. This ain't Manhattan. This ain't Brooklyn. This is Queens, brother. We family, bro. From school to Little League Baseball to being on the block slinging. We family, man. We grew up together out here, bro. So what you doing when you stick your nose in something, you actually sticking your nose in family affairs, man. You know, like when you tell a lady don't mess with a dude, or it could be a family member or even a close friend, and you get in the middle of that, she ain't leaving that dude. They'll both jump on you and whip your head, boy. They will whip your head, boy. That's why when certain people wanted to comment, you saw 50 kind of reposition himself. Like, nah, don't get involved, my nigga. This between me and whoever. You want some smoke? Come get some. This between me and whoever, though. Stay out of it, bro. Like Joe Budden. He told Joe Budden, come on, punk. Mind your business, man. Mind your business. You know what time it is. Joe Budden know what. That's why he took it light on Joe. He just jabbed him with a joke. He took it like a Joe know what time it is. Because Joe is aware of the affiliations and the politics that goes on out here. That's why you see Queens Flip and all of them polying like that. They know what time it is. They not getting flagrant. That's why his response wasn't flagrant. But I'm telling you, bro, leave this boy alone, man. Man, my homeboy, however you want to refer to him, leave him alone. You don't get it, bro. And you don't want to get it. That concludes my editorial for the day. That also concludes this episode of Build or Destroy. Peace and love.